y'all, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about what sets, reps, RPE ranges, and rest time that you'll need to help you work towards your goals. So let's go. I'm pretty sure that everyone has heard of the recommendation that you should do 3 sets of 10 reps, and that's kind of it, right? Well, there's a little bit more to that actually. That's a great recommendation for beginners, but if you want to move past that, then here's what we're going to look at today. So first off, let's take a broad overview of the 4 basic goals that we'll dive into a little bit later. But if you don't know where to begin, that's okay because I put each of the goals in order and how you would normally cycle through them throughout the year. So when in doubt, start with endurance, spend a couple of months there, and then move on to the next phase. And the 4 basic goals are endurance, hypertrophy, strength, and power. And just a side note, I'll be talking in terms of RPE ranges as well to help you find your custom difficulty level. So if you're not familiar with RPE ranges, check out this video. And without further ado, let's dive in. First off here is endurance, and the whole goal here is to build stamina in the muscles to complete more repetitions under load. For endurance, you'll typically find 2 to 3 sets with 12 to 20 reps, and an RPE range for beginners, 6 to 8, and for average people, that's gonna be 7 to 9, and your rest will be typically around 30 seconds. And on to hypertrophy. The whole goal here is to increase the size of the muscle fibers and increase the circumference of the muscle belly. And for hypertrophy, you'll typically find 3 to 6 sets of 6 to 12 reps, and for average individuals, that'll be RPE 7 to 9. For beginners, we can stick with that 6 to 8 range, and our rest time will increase a little bit from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. And next up here is our obvious one, it's strength. That is the maximal strength of the muscle fibers. And for a strength training phase, we'll find 2 to 6 sets of 1 to 6 reps, and for average individuals, that RPE will slide all the way up from 8 to 10 on the RPE scale. Although the exception here is those beginners, y'all can stick around 6 to 8 on the RPE scale just to dip your toes in the water. But another exception here is our accessory lifts. Your compounds, of course, are going to be a little higher on the RPE scale, but accessories you can always take down a little bit and stick in that average range of 7 to 9. And the reason is you don't typically have to worry about taking those accessory lifts to failure. And our rest time will increase quite a lot. It'll be between 2 minutes to upwards of 4 minutes depending on how difficult that set was. And our last training goal here is power. That is peak power output to move with explosive speed and control. And with power, we'll find 3 to 5 sets of 1 to 5 reps. But the exception here is that the weight will have to decrease because we want to make sure we can move with control as we're pushing the weight quickly. So our RPE range here will be 7 to 9 again because we typically don't want to max out on power because again, we want to maintain control throughout the movement so that we can move safely and efficiently. And with power, we want to take a little longer rest to reset the muscles too, so we'll take 1 to 3 minutes. So that's a lot of great info, but where do you go now? Well, here's some steps to take. Number 1, define your goal. Once you know your training goal, then you can go back in and look at those sets and reps. That's step 2. Define your sets and reps. Step 3 is to practice using RPE in your workouts. The more you get accustomed to RPE, the easier it'll be to use and help you with your training goals. Step 4 is to follow a program that will help you reach those goals. I have a free 14-day challenge that I offer and several online coaching programs that you can check out in the description below. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, drop a like and subscribe down below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay healthy. Bye. Peak power output, peak power output, peak power output. Yes. Pa.